The biggest bust in Peel's history, guess where they are? They're back out on the street again. Bill. Dilly-dallying around, 10 years we've seen, we're going to do it. We aren't going to find out this guy's name and number. And I'm going to hold a fundraiser for lawyer fees for him. He should get a medal for standing up. Anyways, that's my rant. I'm sick and tired of the weak justice system that we have.
I don't know if you follow Ontario politics much or follow the Premier of Ontario, Doug Ford, what he's saying or what he says. We all know that Doug Ford is probably the reason why he got voted back into Ontario is he's the most less liberal of all the liberals. Yeah, he's almost like a carbon copy of any liberal you would want in power. So people voted for him because, yeah, he is in line with Carney, except for this particular topic, and that's crime and catch and release. He let probably one of the best rants on this subject from a premier loose just this week live on TV. Here is his rant. So it's in 3 parts. The first part of the rant, he starts talking about how they arrested a load of dealers and how they took, I think it was 9 dealers and 8 of them back out on bail. But this is what Doug Ford said.
And guess what, guys? These weak-kneed judges, the biggest bust in Peel's history, guess where they are? They're back out on the street again. Bail. Except one person. Do you believe that? They actually get released on the largest drug bust in Peel's history. 500 kilos of cocaine that could ultimately kill people, and judges slap on the wrist. Okay, little Johnny, you go out there and deal more drugs. Why don't you give them more drugs? It's crazy. The system is broken. I will be all over the Prime Minister and the federal government have bail reform until these I don't even want to call them what I'm thinking right now. I better hold off. But these people that are terrorizing our neighborhoods and feeding drugs to our people, that's number one. They need to change the criminal code. They need to change bail reform. I will be all over him until this gets done.
And then there was an incident where a few of the nefarious types of people walking around at 3 o'clock in the morning, looking at cars, looking for a new car, at 3 o'clock in the morning, but not going to the dealership for a new car, no, going to the driveway dealership, the one where they get the car for free. Yeah, well, they were looking at a white Lamborghini in just north of Toronto, and the guy who owns the car also owns several of them long things that go boom. And here's what Doug had to say about that.
Did you hear about the guy that these thugs came up, ready to steal his car? They're all in their masks and everything. So I guess he was a hunter or something. He shot up in the air. I don't recommend that, by the way. But he gets charged. I got to find out this guy's name and number, and I'm going to hold a fundraiser for lawyer fees for him. He should get a medal for standing up. It's like down in the U.S., we should have the castle law. Someone breaks into your house, and I know any of these people here, someone breaks in your house, and they're coming after your kids, and you're coming after your spouse, you're going to fight like you've never fought before. You're going to use anything that you have, be it weapons, baseball bats, knives. You're protecting your family. These thugs shouldn't be coming in there.
Yeah, he's praising that guy, isn't it? He actually, for once, a politician has stood up and said, hey, law-abiding citizens also need rights, and they need more rights than criminals. Why do criminals have the most rights of all people? Why? Why does that happen? The same people committing crimes all the time and getting let out on bail. It's absolutely, it's bonkers, man. So then Doug gets a little story of his own to tell and puts that up and says, look, here's my story from my street outside my house. And he's got police outside his house.
Now, I'm going to tell you a story. Probably get in trouble for this. you want to hear about stupid criminals? Have you ever seen that show about stupid criminals out there? So 4 thugs come racing down my street, masks on, ready to take the car out of the driveway. Surprise, surprise, at 12:30, the 2 police cars are there. The chase is on. So they chase him. One guy runs out, takes off. They capture him, and they catch these other guys. But just imagine all the unfortunate people that don't have security there at their house with masks on, and they had all the tools ready to break in and everything, and guess what's going to happen? They're going to be back out. Why don't you guys come over for a barbecue tonight? I'll take care of you better than the police. And thank God the police got you, and I never did. Anyways, that's my rant. I'm sick and tired of the weak justice system that we have. They have to get a backbone, and we need to start throwing these people in jail. This is turning into a lawless society. That's my rant, and that's it. So I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you. All I'm trying to do is protect the people of Ontario here. They know it. And deep down, they all agree, I know they do, about keeping criminals in jail. Thank you. God bless the people of Ontario. Thank you.
So what do you guys think? Do you think Canada deserves their own castle law? Do you think we should be able to defend our homes, our property, anything from the driveway upwards to your front door is just, it's free reign. You should be able to, if criminals can do what they want to do, if criminals have free reign to do exactly what they want to do on your property, you should have the free reign to do whatever you want to do when they encroach onto your property. And I mean, people who are intent on doing harm, intent on taking your stuff, intent on absolutely destroying your life, you should be able to defend that. The criminal gets let out on bail while the actual victim who tried to defend his family and his home and his property is the one suffering with paying for legal fees and going to jail and being arrested and going through all the people who defend themselves, they should be praised. It should be that like Doug Ford said, they should be given a medal for actually standing up to these criminals who are, let's face it, not very well dealt with by the judges and by the courts in Canada due to the catch and release law that the Liberals brought in. Anyway, tell us what you think. I'll see you on the next one, guys.